Oh, that song absolutely goes so hard. Let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Kiara Strings. I am a trans woman, and this is the early stream. I hope everybody is, um, yeah, I hope everybody is okay. Um, yeah, like, huh, yeah. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing stuff, you know? Yeah, I hope everybody's doing stuff. Um, yeah, I woke up just about 5 minutes ago. Hooray! Oh, hooray! So I woke up thinking that a guitar streamer was still on after all these hours, and it turns out that she rated out. Oh, that's a whoops. That was. You got me. You absolutely got me. um, my god, it feels. It's killing me. I must confess, I still believe. Hate the memes? Ugh. But yeah, holy crap, that song, especially live, was just so amazing. um, yeah, like Holy Mother of God. um, yeah, hopefully everybody's doing okay. I don't know what I did yesterday. Actually, I didn't do anything. I went to sleep yesterday. I cried. Um, and that was it. Excuse me. Oh God. Oh, yeah. I smell that. I smell it, and that's disgusting. Oh. Oh God, that's disgusting. Ugh. Um. But yeah, yesterday I was watching a few videos. I was watching a few Valen Vale videos. Um, yeah, I was watching some of his videos, and they absolutely are fascinating to watch, or at least listen to. Because he was talking about the math of beauty and the journey of confidence, which I don't have any. I have no confidence because my confidence has been shot since. Um, oh, look at that! My boyfriend is texting me. He's texting me. Um, and yeah, I don't exactly have the best track record of confidence. You know, I absolutely don't. Yeah, I have jack shit for confidence. I can't even swear on stream. Yeah, I can barely swear. It's fascinating, isn't it? Isn't swearing embarrassing? Or whatever? But yeah, I swear, it's just that I don't swear out loud. Um, yeah, I don't exactly swear. But yeah, I don't exactly have the confidence, I don't have the confidence, pretty much because I'm not really all that, like, Valen Vale was like it was one of those fake it until you make it, and sometimes you just can't. I don't think I can fake it till I make it. Yeah, I absolutely can't. Um, yeah, I don't know, sometimes I genuinely don't think I can pretend, because people are gonna look into my eyes and see the lies. They're gonna see the lies in my eyes, and all those diamonds are gonna crash into the flies. If it should precise. The planets align, but nothing becomes divine. I can't rhyme because I suck at it. Sorry, my boyfriend is texting me through Discord, and he's like, I did the math and I thought it over, and I'm like, oh no. If this has anything to do with dogs, because I keep telling him I don't want a dog, and he's just, oh, oh, okay. Ah, I think he's watching right now, isn't he? Um, okay, yeah, okay. That's not where I thought he was going to go. That is absolutely surprising. Um, um, wait for it. Like, yeah, I don't have the confidence that a lot of other people have. Um, um, yeah, I don't exactly have the most confident placement in my head, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I'm no, I mean, um, um, oh, man. Um, yeah, I don't exactly have the best confidence. Um, sorry, I'm talking to my boyfriend, and it is very difficult. Like, the moment I actually stream, right now, he's like, hey, um, but yeah, like, it's kind of amazing. um, Sorry, my boyfriend is talking to me about laser hair removal, which I want, but I personally want to pay for. Um, Oh, God. Sorry, I'm still talking to my boyfriend. Thankfully, nobody is in chat right now. I don't check my view count. I don't check my view count, so I wouldn't know. I don't even check if anybody is in, like, I don't check, like, the view chat box. Um, I check the chat room thing. Um, man. Sorry, I'm very, very all over the place. Like, speaking of confidence, my boyfriend is willing to pay for laser hair removal, and I'm like, I want to pay for it. I want to pay for it. Um, but yeah, I'm just genuinely not, um, um, but yeah, um, um, like, I am very stubborn. Like, I am genuinely very stubborn. Um, Hi, Mercadian. How are you? I hope you're doing okay. Um, yeah, I hope you're doing okay. How is your weekend so far? Um, yeah, I hope your weekend is doing completely well. Um, I'm glad that your weekend is good. Sorry, I was talking to my boyfriend, about something, and it kind of threw me off. Uh, yeah, it kind of threw me off. So, as I said, my boyfriend is off at his sister's wedding. Oh, nice. My player is hyped. Your players are hyped, or your main player is hyped. Like, congrats on the D&D intro. Um, yeah, that is absolutely fantastic. Like, that is hype. That is absolutely legend. Like, that is legend. Um, I don't know if anybody uses the term legend. Ish. Yeah, I don't know if anybody actually uses it. The new player is hyped. Nice. Excellent. You know? That is something I want to hear. Like, me personally, I don't know. Again, like, I've not been into D&D, but still, like, that is absolutely amazing. You know? Um, yeah, that's pretty amazing. Like, and I hope that your future sessions go really well. You know? Um, yeah, like, congrats and hype. Hype, hype, hype. You know? Um, yeah, yeah. Um, but like, I almost, I also almost got into a new campaign, but everyone was using AI, so I nope straight out of there. Oh, AI. AI art. Where art thou, Romeo? Art. I don't want to keep saying what happened to art. What happened to real traditional art? I don't want to be one of those people. Because there is some value with AI art. It's just that it's not for everyone. You know, yeah, I don't want to say that. Yeah, I don't want to actually say that. Yeah, I don't want to say that it's, you know, I don't want to say that it's completely useless. I will say it's not for me. Ish. It is absolutely not for me, but then again, that's just me. Um, yeah, you know? Um, Sorry, my head is just all over the place right now. But like, um, but for me, AI is could be used, but not as a crutch. You know, like from what I understand, not many people like AI art, and at one point, I remember there was like people using AI art for the worst possible things, like revenge, though that always has been a thing, like sex revenge, or what's it called? I forgot what it was called, but they're using AI to make a celebrity that they like or they hate do the most awful things. Like they don't like Taylor Swift, so they'll use AI to make her do horrible things, like very uncomfortable things. And like, I mean, you could say it's art, but at the same time, it's just genuinely a bit disconcerting, you know? Yeah, it's a bit disconcerting sometimes because, like, it's like, hey, like, it's art, but at the same time, it's like, yeah. Yeah, you're like, people are just saying, it's art, it's absolute art. Hold on. Sorry, something dropped. I'm gonna get a drink, hold on. And sometimes art does not help my dysphoria, as long as it's based on theft and it's used to. Yeah, exactly. Like some people, some people are saying that AI is taking away jobs, and they've been saying that for a long time. They've been saying that for a lot of art. You know, they say that for a lot of like new things that are coming into like animation. You know, like um, a lot like a while ago they said that like CG is going to replace traditional animation, and it's going to be the downfall of society. And eventually, 3D animation ended up being very, very thought of. You know, um, but yeah, art should not be based on theft. Like, art should not be shouldn't be made by theft. It should enhance. Like AI can work. It's just that eventually, like, it's fairly controversial now. Like, art has always been controversial. Like, it always has. And that's the saddest part. It always has been controversial. It's just that some people are just, like, not up in arms, but are actually very vocal about certain aspects. And to the point to where it's like it's the internet has pretty much made it widespread to the point. Um, Sorry, my mouth was doing stuff. But I'm a fan of. Hi, Eka. How was your stream? I'm a fan of art. I'm a fan of all kinds of art. Like you see art in movies, animation, video games. Art is everywhere, and art can absolutely be inspiring. But once you actually use certain art to steal from somebody else, it's like, what is going to happen afterwards? Eka, how was your stream? You were playing, you were, if you're not following Eka, go follow her. She just finished streaming Fallout 4. She was streaming for about 4.5 hours or over 4 hours. Like, I haven't played Fallout 76 in a while, isn't it? Like, how was there? Like, I was there for your stream. I just couldn't say hi. But yeah, hopefully your stream went well. Um, Sorry I didn't get to chat, but yeah, I hope your stream went absolutely well. We're just talking about art and confidence, you know. Stream was good, quiet. Thanks for luck. Anytime, like, sorry for not being there. Like, I lurked, but I actually had to go to bed. I should have at least put exclamation point lurk and then went to bed. But by the time I clicked your channel, I was exhausted and I just needed to go to bed because I have to stream again for the 19th straight day because my boyfriend, I made my boyfriend made me promise, and it is a thing. Um, but in terms of art, speaking of art, one of my commissions is finally done. Congratulations! Wait, did you do the commission or wait? Did you do the commission or did the person do it? Um, um, yeah, did you do it? I don't know. Like my head, give me a minute. My head is just still. I'm sorry. Even though it's been like how many Sundays in a row? I've been streaming for the third Sunday in a row. I am still not used to streaming on Sundays unless there's a good reason. I person did. That's fair. Um, is I person a person or um I are you saying you did or I just gave them my design and then made the art? Okay, that's okay. Okay, all right, I got it. That's fair. Um, uh, do you should I may I ask what did you get them to commission? Um, yeah, what did you get them to commission? Um, I gotta know. I just gotta know. Oh my, oh my god. Um, like I really here's the thing. Like I know, like over the years because of the internet, I've seen so many people collaborate with each other, and sometimes I want to do that, like to get my stuff. I have stuff out there like videos and bass lines. I waste a bust up a D&D character I might play in the future. Nice. Oh, that's awesome. Like, all right, that's pretty good. I really a waste up, but drawing. Okay, a drawing. Um, I can't find. Um, I want to see if I could personally find my, um, yeah, I personally want to, tail. Yeah, I personally want to look for my, what's it called? My, I could drop, yeah, go ahead, drop the link, drop a link. I want to, I want to find, um, a picture of my my D&D character. Like I really want to. I'm going to look through the Discord server here because yeah, I want to look for the in the Discord server, you know? Um or I could or I could just, hold on. I'm going to put on roll 20. Cuz I don't even know how to spell my character's name. Yeah, I have no idea how to spell my character's name. That's the issue. Um, I see 6 players, including me and my boyfriend. I do not know what my character's name is. Ooh, Twitter. Let's see. Oh my god. All right. It honestly does remind me of a character from Adventure Zone, although they play Dungeons and Dragons as well. Um, nice. Wait, I do I follow you on Twitter? Um, wait, I don't think I follow you on Twitter, do I? Yeah, I don't think I follow you on Twitter. I will remedy that mistake soon. Hold on. Let me see. Sorry, I don't actually use, I don't use Twitter all that much because of crippling dysphoria. Because, like, I'd be okay at first, but then something might cripple my dysphoria, or it would destroy my self worth. Because it usually does. Like Twitter absolutely does. His name is Titus, or no, but I want to. Like I personally want to follow you. You know, I personally want to follow you. Um, you know, like it's no problem. It's just that I barely use it. You know, um, because there is, yeah, my head is just full of really, really, um, you know, like, okay, I followed you, but I still don't know. I still don't really know what. I forgot what my character's name was. Oh God, I forgot my character's name in Dungeons and Dragons. Oh my God. Ish. Then again, it has been like a long time. Like it's been a long time since I've actually played. Um, yeah, it has been like a while since I last played on Roll 20. Um, oh no, about the fact that I haven't actually like played for a while. Like the session was called the one where everyone dies, and it has been, yeah, it's been so long. Um, yeah, it's been so long. Please remember to hydrate. Okay, hold on a minute. I have to use the bath. I gotta use the bathroom. Hold on. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna use the washroom. Um. Oh crumbs! It's even my name. I don't even know where my Okay, I found my character name. Okay, Tail Lin. Okay, everybody, please Everybody, just please hydrate as well. I'm gonna get some water as well. Um, I was so close. I actually had it. You saw me drinking milk, Mercadian. You saw me. There. Mm. Now I'm gonna go back to trying to find my I'm gonna try to find a picture of my character. I can't find it. Yeah, I can't find it. It's not on here. Ish. Yeah, I don't see Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, so this is as close to Talon as it possibly can get. Like my character's name um my character's name in D&D is Talon. I genuinely forgot. Oh wait, here's a better picture. Okay, so this is Baldur's Gate Talon. Like, yeah, this is pretty much what happens if um Okoye from Black Panther no wait, if let me see if I could put this. What was her name from Walking Dead? Michonne. If Michonne from Walking Dead ended up being in the Marvel Universe wearing Okoye from Black Panther's outfit. That's as close as I can. Like, imagine Michonne from Walking Dead in the Black Panther universe. Um, and this is pretty much my character in a nutshell in Dungeons and Dragons. So this is what I think my boyfriend did. Um, he actually made it on his a few years ago on his Twitter profile. He actually had a picture of our characters holding hands, like our characters holding hands. Um, yes, look. Um, but yeah, amazingly enough, I don't actually use the lute. I don't actually use the instrument. My boyfriend does, and he does in Baldur's Gate 3. Um, but yeah, like, oh man, I really wish I could find that picture. Yeah, I genuinely wish I could find that other picture. Um, yeah, it's lost through time. Like, I genuinely forgot, yeah, I absolutely forgot, how I came up with the name. Yeah, I don't know how I came up with a name. Talon. Only thing I could personally remember was that only thing I could remember was it was a combination of two names, and I don't know which one because this was during the pandemic, and we decided to play online on Roll20, and so I came up with a name. I know it was an line of sight name. I just forgot, so it just became Talon. Um, yeah, she, and that was that. Yeah, that was pretty much that. Like, I'm genuinely surprised. You would think that, because I said it as I think I said the name as a joke. Um, and my boyfriend is texting me again. Oh my god, he's actually getting me to look at his speech, his sister's speech. So, I said this before. So, yesterday my boyfriend went to a wedding the moment he came home. So, he came home yesterday at 1 in the morning, and then he got his clothes, his shaving things, and a few other things, and then he left because he needed to go back to his parents' house just to stay there for the night. So the wedding, his sister's wedding, is today, and he has been preparing notes for the speech. Um, he's been preparing his speech notes. But yesterday was the rehearsal, I think, and he will send me pictures of the wedding. And for those of you who don't know why I didn't go, it's because if I went, I would have to wear a suit, which it would be fine, but I'm suffering from major dysphoria. And also, a few people know that we're dating for what that we're going out. His dad doesn't know, and so I can't wear exactly what I want, with the girls growing. So I cannot wear what I want. I would have to wear a suit, which would not actually matter because even if I did wear a suit, the girls would still be showing. Um, yeah, they absolutely still will be showing. That would be the issue as well. Um, but yeah, um, but for me, I'm genuine, like, and he is right in terms of things not making me happy or being depressed, like wanting to do stuff and not being happy. Like I was dysphoric, so I stopped playing games, I stopped watching movies, I stopped streaming. I'm okay with staying home, honestly. Like I'm pretty okay with staying home. Like this isn't the first. Like it's pretty much like when everybody would leave on a Friday night at my old house, and I would be staying home for pretty much the entire day. And then at around 9 p.m., I would just go to sleep. I'm okay with staying home. I'm doing okay. He's gonna come back later today. Because yeah, it's a wedding. Of course he would. Um, yeah, of course he would. Um, but yeah, yeah, I'm okay. I'm not bored, but it's pretty much like, yeah, I'm not bored. I just, I'm okay with being alone, you know? I'm absolutely fine with him. Not fine. I'm, I'm grateful and relieved whenever he's here and he's okay. Sometimes I don't think he is because sometimes he's stressed out, but that's because of me, you know? Like we talked about laser hair removal, and he says that he pretty much says that he would pay for it, and I'm like, I will pay for it. I have money, but he's insisting. Um, a few things are going on, but he's insisting about wanting to pay for my my laser hair removal, and I am stubborn and I put my foot on the ground and I say I'd rather pay for it because even he says that he's pretty tired of me not being able to do anything due to dysphoria. Like, sure, I would go out, but um, dysphoria has pretty much kind of crippled my enjoyment of a few things. Like, with dysphoria comes depression, and depression comes apathy, like not being able to do anything I wanted. Like I didn't stream for 6 years, not 6 years, 6 months because I was just not okay. Um, like I know life is not perfect, but um it sucks when I feel like I can't do anything. Like I could wear amazing things and still feel like garbage, you know? Because I see other people on Twitch and I'm like, am I doing something wrong? What am I is it because like I'm pretty sure nobody watches me goes like or is like inspired because of me. I this is not that type of stream. I'm inspired by other people. Like I was inspired by two. Like the reason why this just chatting stream is a thing is because two other trans women did it amazingly, and their names are Saint Double O 17 and Girl Clock, and they have so many amazing discussions that I wanted to do something like that. And yeah, like so those two inspired me. Um I haven't seen them stream in a while, but I want to say that they've inspired me to do just chatting streams. Um like they do play games, yeah, but you know, I'd rather just chat because sometimes I'd rather be alone in game instead of, having people backseat me, aka my boyfriend. My boyfriend absolutely backseat sometimes. But yeah, it's fine. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just like um, all over the place in terms of stuff. Um, that's why I'm not 100% right now. Like, here's the thing. On like literally the day before I started streaming again, my boyfriend is like, "Okay, you gotta, I dare you to like promise me you'll stream again." And I'm like, "Fine, I'll stream every day for a month." And he's like, "Fine, sold." And then I figured out a few seconds later that by the time I actually promised, I would have to stream in 24 hours. So all of you can thank my boyfriend. I don't know what I did to deserve him because I don't know what I did to deserve him, to be perfectly honest. Like, yeah, I absolutely don't know what I did. God, I feel like an asshole sometimes. Um, but yeah, I'm okay with staying home. That's I should have asked that question. Did I answer your question? I don't know if I did. Get away, get away. Sorry, that song I played earlier was just still stuck in my head. Like it absolutely is stuck in my head. Get away, get away. Dun 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 one eye scissors. Get away, get away. Ha, yes ish. Okay, yes ish. Okay, so I'm doing okay staying home. Okay, I'm absolutely okay with staying home. Um, I'm doing okay. I'm still dysphoric, but I'm not at a risk. I'm absolutely not at a risk as I was a few months ago when the police came for a wellness check. Um, yeah, that was not great. Yeah, that was not great. I'm not gonna lie. That was not my greatest moment, but you know, um, it didn't scar me, but it did not help. Yeah, that moment in time did not help me at all. Did they take you away? No, 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 they didn't take me away. They appeared at my door. So okay, all right, okay. So some of you don't know. So a few months ago, I had the worst dysphoria I could ever get. I was at an absolute low. I was not doing so good. Yeah, yeah, I did say the same three things. This I did say the same three. Those last three sentences are the same thing. So yeah, I repeated myself three times. Okay, so I ended up making a video with my awful dysphoria just hitting me. And I was saying things that were very disconcerting. And then I went to bed. And then a few hours later, I was in my bed with my boyfriend when he got a call, and it was the police. And apparently, people saw my video, called the police, and yeah, they called 911. They found out where I lived, and yeah, they called my boyfriend. Then, the moment that he hung up, the door knocked, and it was the police for a wellness check, and they told me to get out the door and see if I was okay, and I told them yeah, I was fine, and my parents straight up called at the same time. They couldn't get to me. Um, and yeah, I just told them I was okay. And I was just not great. In my head, I was just not great because the dysphoria was hitting me really hard. And so I couldn't sleep. It was 3 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. I had to call my parents, said I was okay. And a few hours later, my boyfriend left for work, and he knew I wasn't gonna do anything to myself, but I just saw his eyes. He was like genuinely worried. The video's gone. The video is long gone. I deleted it and posted another video that when I was of clear mind. And I told everybody I was okay. That video was not great in the best context. So yeah, it was not in the best mind. So I posted a video on my YouTube channel, then I deleted it, and a day later I just posted another one that said I'm taking a hiatus for a while, because I'm more curious where you posted it than when it was, what was in it. Okay, I posted it on YouTube. Um, yeah, I posted it on YouTube. Don't know where. I can't post it on Twitter because that's not gonna go anywhere. um, but yeah, and for the longest time, I was genuinely afraid. I didn't want to talk about it. Like, this happened a few months ago, like, I think in February or something, and I'm still not over it. Like, for about 6 weeks, I did not want to touch my bass guitar because I felt because the my playing my bass guitar was pretty much an outlet for my dysphoria, and I was just afraid because if I touched it, it will remind me of um that wellness check, like the police knocking on the door, and um like it was genuinely hard. Um Um, yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I'm okay. Okay, I'm not 100%. I haven't been for a long while, but I'm at a point where I can at least be on camera, in front of a camera, and are you sharing these same ideas in therapy? Yeah, absolutely. Um, like I'm absolutely sharing these ideas in therapy. My boyfriend told me to go into therapy because he really sees that I'm not doing too well in terms of um because whenever I'm dysphoric, I can't really do much in terms of happiness. Like before I moved, I felt awful. And I'll say this right now, I still suffer from some envy. Um Especially on social media like Twitter and Twitch, I still suffer from a lot of envy and dysphoria, and I feel awful. I feel absolutely awful to the point to where I just unfollowed a fair share of people on both platforms because I some of them just gave me dysphoria, and it's not because of them, it's because I don't want that envy to come back. Excuse me, that tastes disgusting. I burped. That just is disgusting. Um, what was that? I lost my train of thought again. Damn it. Um, but yeah. I don't want to go back to dysphoria. I mean, I'm trying not to go back to that moment of time because, like, here's the thing. Like, dysphoria catches up to me a lot. Like, at my last job, I was at my ideal weight. I was wearing clothes that absolutely looked amazing on me, and I wore it to work. I wore makeup to work. I got to wear lipstick at work, and yet I was still dysphoric because I would be on the bus and there are all these amazing people with crop tops and they'd be looking so amazing, and I'm like, God, I feel like garbage, you know? And then there's this one person at work who gave me dysphoria, and I tried to avoid her. She's super nice. She is super nice and super helpful and super, super amazing. It's just that she gave me dysphoria, and I try to avoid her all the chances I get. And then one day, my TL is like, "Hey, there's nothing else to do here. Do you mind if you helped this other woman?" And I'm like, "How? God, why?" I'm trying to avoid her, and you're actually pushing me towards her. Um, it just reminds me of the time I had a crush on a girl in elementary school, and I tried so hard. Like, I remember when if people found out that I actually had a crush on her, so I would actually try to get people not to. Oh God, this was stupid. Uh, I like at recess for like 45 minutes. Classmates of mine actually tried to um, tell her that I liked her. Tell her that I liked her. And I tried to like chase them away. I kept this up for 45 minutes. And then we had to go back in because recess was over. And we actually had to we had to be in groups as an assignment. And guess and it left two other people in a group, one group with a group of two, me and another person. Guess who I actually had to present with? Oh my God. Like, even I, as a kid, I was like, wait, are you kidding? Wait, seriously? I was genuinely like, wait, seriously? I'm like, come on! Oh my god. I'm sorry. Like, okay, I could see some moments being like you just have to look at stuff and laugh. You know? Like, you just have to look back and laugh. Or you're just gonna be stuck in some perpetual time. And it absolutely, like, that absolutely makes me laugh. It's just like, God, why are you doing? You have a sick sense of humor. Fate sometimes has a stupid sense of humor when it doesn't involve people dying. That is, um, or people getting arrested. You know, like the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I figured out who framed Roger Rabbit. The same people who framed O.J. Simpson. Oh yeah, not a lot of people know this, but O.J. Simpson is actually innocent. Like, he actually is innocent. A few of you in chat are like, wait a minute, that doesn't actually add up. How is that possible? Like, there were months, a few months of there's like a long time, and the evidence doesn't add up. But yeah, no, O.J. Simpson is 100% innocent. Um, he did not steal that merchandise. That's totally wrong. Um, yeah, I'm talking about the second time that happened. First time, yeah, he totally did it. Yeah, you have to be like absolutely insane to think that he think otherwise. And now he was rotting, and then he rotted in prison for it. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It was because of the merchandise that he was back in prison. Suffice to say, Roger Rabbit should get the chair. Um, but but yeah, like sometimes you just have to figure out certain things. For example, like who framed Roger Rabbit? And like the answer, black people. A bunch of black people just sat around. One of them was like, "Hey, why don't we frame Roger Rabbit?" And everybody else was like, "Yo." Some people are laughing, others are like, "This is extremely uncomfortable." Oh man, I'm going to hell. Oh, but I'm a trans woman, so I'm going to hell anyways. Some people have just left the stream and it's like, I can't be a part of this. But I actually have a sense of humor to myself, unlike people on the Daily Wire. Like I said before, like they have. I like how the Daily Wire actually want to be against woke Hollywood and do, and like straight up don't want to do what Hollywood does or the mainstream does. And yet they have a platform. Like they have a streaming service like Disney Plus, and they have a streaming service like Disney Plus where they have all those original content. But at least with Disney Plus, they have things that you like. They absolutely have things that you like at the very least. So it's like you can absolutely say that you're not going to subscribe, which if you do unsubscribe, that's fine. Like not everybody can afford it. Like Amazon Plus or Amazon Prime or whatever. Yeah, you can absolutely say that it's like at least there's quality entertainment, but no, Daily Wire has a streaming service that is only exclusive for their content. And yeah, there are services only for content on their own, but like at least with Disney Plus, it's for everyone, and it's not just for a certain group. While Daily Wire is for clearly it's for the right wing, and even a fair share of right wing or some conservative people do not like the Daily Wire. They absolutely don't. They absolutely do not like the Daily Wire at all. Like like even some people who watch the people who were fans of Daily Wire watched Lady Ballers and they're like, no, no, this is bad. I mean, I agree with your message, but this is bad. This is absolutely bad. You are sounding more and more like my streams. Oh, I gotta. Then I should probably stop that because this is. Because here's the thing I'm flattered, but I don't want to rip off anybody. I don't want to rip off anybody's streams. Um, because I don't want to be one of those people who are like, you're ripping off my stream. I'm like, I'm sorry. Tell me what I can do. Just tell me how to make it better. Just tell me what you want me to fuck. And I want to do this, and I want to do things on my own. Um, yeah, yeah. I meant the crazy laughing. No one owns that. Oh no, somebody will. Somebody's gonna end up owning the crazy laughing. It's like, YouTube celebrities, whatever. The crazy laughing was involuntary. Like, again, like something you would go back and laugh at. Yeah. Um, like, there were some moments in my past that were painful, but I could just look back and be like, it wasn't that bad. And the future is much worse with dysphoria. Not even taxes, just crippling depression. Which I've actually, crippling depression was around even when I was a kid. I just didn't know what was going on. It did explain the amount of therapists I went to, though, but I just thought my parents just wanted me to talk to people. Like, I even remember one day, it was back when I was a little kid and I was in an apartment, and I have a friend who lived two floors below us. And we were watching something, and I was like, okay, I'll just go. Like, he was like, yeah, I gotta go. I'll just, like, go in my room or whatever. And then I went back home, and I was just like lying in bed or whatever. And I think one of my parents was like, why you're back so soon? What happened? I'm like, nothing. Like, I was generally like, nothing. I just wanted to be alone. And both my parents were genuinely worried. But in the truth of the matter is, I was absolutely fine. I just kind of wanted to be alone. Like, I'm sort of I'm an ambivert. I have qualities. No one can actually be a true introvert or a true extrovert. That is just, and it's what Susan Bell said, in terms of introversion and extroversion. Is it Susan Bell? It can't be Susan Bell. Hold on. No, it's not Susan Bell. Let me see. Susan Cain. It's been a while. So, Susan Cain has a book called Quiet: The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking. You know what? Hold on. I will bring the book in. Give me a moment. I will bring the book in. Give me a moment. Found it. Okay, I found it. Okay, so this is the book I was talking about. Sorry, I had a lot of books, I realized. Um, yeah, so this is the book I have. I really should have just put the bookshelf that I have right here. And I said I should have just done that, but I have clothes here. So this is a book called The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking by Susan Cain. A book that I have read plenty of times. And it spoke to me a few years ago, and I was just like, so it's pretty much like studying behavior in terms of introverts and introverts, you know? It was pretty much like her saying that the world dramatically undervalues introverts and shows how much like we lose in doing so. Like it's nothing against extroverts, it's just that sometimes introverts have more of a perspective on certain things, you know? Here we go. Introverts actually have more of a perspective of certain things that some people might not pick up on, you know? Um, so she says, Susan Cain herself did a TED Talk. I don't know if TED Talks are still a thing, but, you know, um, but yeah, like, she did a TED Talk and she was talking about how, you know, introverts, like, no one is a complete introvert and no one is a complete extrovert. Um, yeah, no one absolutely is, because that would be crazy. Every introvert has what's it called? Has an instance or a bit of extroversion, and extroverts have a bit of introversion. For me, I am not a complete introvert. However, I am mostly introvert. I would rather just stay home sometimes. Like one of my favorite memories back when I was living at my old house, when I was working weekends. So one of my personal memories was just on a Friday night, nobody else was home. So my sisters were out, my parents were working, and I would be the only one in the house. And so I would have dinner on hand at around 5 o'clock or so, or 6 o'clock, and I would go in my basement and watch a movie while I was eating dinner. And I did that for about 2.5 months or so. And after each dinner, I would watch the rest of the movie, and then I would go back upstairs and go to sleep. And yeah, those were, yeah, I absolutely do enjoy. Like I would have rather done that than actually go out. Like I do like going out. I absolutely did like going out to the city with my friends. Yeah, that was absolutely amazing. But going like staying home sometimes was needed for me, you know? Saying Jung said being a whole person meant trying to be someone balancing all these type all exactly, you know? Everybody has a balance. Everyone is not completely one thing. Everybody is one thing, but there is nobody is 100% one thing. You kind of have to be right there. You just have to be what's the word? Um Not everybody can be the one thing. Like again, um I absolutely love listening to metal. Like no, sorry, that's not a good example. Um but yeah, nobody can be the one thing. Like yes, I like streaming, but I also like playing video games and making music and watching movies, you know? Like um no one can be one thing 100% of the time, you know? That's called being lost in character, or just kind of being lost, or being kind of monotonous, you know? Everybody needs a change as they age. Everybody changes as they age. Like you are not the same person as you were when you were like 5 years ago. You know, I could easily say I wasn't the same person 1 year ago. Um like what was I oh yeah, like 1 year ago I was starting work again. Um the last job I would be at before I moved. But yeah, but like this and another book called The Secret of Introverts has helped me, you know? Yeah, these books absolutely helped me. And yeah, Eka, you have told me about certain books that I probably wouldn't read because it's not for me. Um, yeah, those types of like some types of books, the types of books that you mention on your streams, they are not my they're not something I would usually read because I wouldn't be very interested in like like the subject of gender is fascinating to me. I just cannot read case studies. Like I genuinely can't before I lose interest. Like I sometimes have a hard time reading this book because I kind of lose interest after a while. Um, but that's personally just me. I just kind of just lose interest. Um, but sometimes whenever it's like told to me and I'm 100% fine, it's just like, okay, I get it, you know? Um, but that's generally just me. Um, like the only books on gender I have are young adult books, or like just queer books, like fictional books. I don't have many books that is nonfiction, except like actors or musicians and all that. I meant like case studies, but like this is a case study book. I bought it because I knew I was an introvert even when I was like as a kid I tried to be an extrovert. I tried to be the class clown, you know? And then it turns out I could just play by my strengths eventually. Except in theater, amazingly enough, except in theater because I got to be another person. Like I didn't have to be myself. I could actually just go by a script and play with it. Because I could absolutely like the reason why I like theater and I should like streaming is because it's like a stage to me. Hence why I can't improvise any jokes because I'm not a good improvisator. That's not a word either. Point is, I not really all there in terms of certain things. um, like when I was a kid, I wanted to be like a classmate of mine who was funny. Like I remember when I was in the sixth, was it was it elementary school? Okay, it was way after ET came out. Um, and at one point at the beginning of the movie, uh, they had an argument. The family was having an argument, and the main character was like to his brother, "Shut up, penis breath," and the teacher was like, What did he say?" And then the class clown was like, "He said penis breath, miss," and everybody else laughed. And I just thought to myself, would anybody else laugh if I said it? You know, like I wanted to be like, I wanted to stand out as a person. I genuinely wanted to stand out. Um, because I wasn't very smart, so I wanted to be goofy. But I was too goofy to be smart, and I was too smart to be goofy. But I wasn't smart. I was trying so hard to be somebody else that it just came across as cringe. I can go back and see that. My 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 journal can attest to how cringeworthy I was. Psychotic and cringeworthy, but nonetheless. Like God, the amount of things I have in my journal were just horrifying. Um, excuse me. Um, and I realized I could like write a lot better. But anyways, um, what was I saying? Oh yes, Princess Peach is a kinky slut. But no. So what happened was over time I tried so hard to become like the funny person, and eventually I was so ingrained into becoming the funny person that I ended up failing seventh grade. So I ended up having to go to summer school to make up for it. And the best thing about that summer school was that I've been to summer school three times. The first two times because I had bad grades, and the third time I just wanted to fast track. Um, so, um, so at my first summer school, I went, and the only subjects that I got to do were English and math. And I'm like, okay, I can probably do a lot of that. And I got to be surrounded by people who didn't know me. Like, very few people knew me. But apparently, because of my balance, like, I actually ended up being completely balanced because of these people. Um, I actually was myself, like, a very over the top person, like, very like every I remember every like I was at summer school. I did some weird things, like I made jokes, I made people laugh. Every single day I wore a hat, a different hat every single day. And I'm like, okay, like I just wanted to do that, just nothing. The only exception was probably the last day or two because I started running out of hats, so I ended up wearing the same hat as like the first day. But at the same time, I started getting amazing grades. Like I got A's and B's um, in tech in both subjects. And I remember clearly one time in math class, there was like what's it called? Yeah, in math class, the teacher actually was just asking if anybody needed help on the day before's homework. So a bunch of people ended up writing the problems, a few problems on the board. And I remember just like getting up with my sandals and being laid back. And I actually explained to a few people while I was listening to a CD, which was Linkin Park's Meteora, because it was out for a few years and I never got to actually listen to it. So I was just like right explaining to everybody while Breaking the Habit was blasting in my head, just going on the whiteboard explaining to the class, and everybody was absolutely paying attention. So I'm like this and this and so and so, I was like "Duh, duh, 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 duh." And it was like, and that was pretty much like the moment where everything was pretty much bounced. Like I was absolutely fun, but I could actually explain the math. Like even like apparently even the teacher was like, because she actually kind of saw me as a goofball, but then she actually started checking my grades, and they're like, how like my homework and me explaining some math, and she's like, what? But I genuinely thought that you were one of those, like over the top people. I'm like, I am. It's just that I knew what I was talking about and I wanted to help other people. And so um and so that was pretty much the last time I ended up having some sort of balance. And grade 8 happened and I got really good grades. The problem was I was miserable. Yeah, I was absolutely miserable in my last year of elementary school because I was not balanced. Like I was so focused on getting um, really good grades, like very, 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 very good grades. And at the first semester, I absolutely was like nothing but A's and B's on my report card. And even my teacher, who was the same teacher as my seventh grade teacher, I had the same teacher from grade 7 and 8. She was like, okay, So far, so good. Your kid is way better than I thought, like, than last year. Um, and I was like, and I just didn't want to look because I was just like, here's the thing, I was proud. I got such good grades that I ended up getting a game that I wanted a month early. Like, it was genuinely a month early, you know? Um, like, I thought I was going to get the game that I wanted, I don't know, like a month or so. Um, yeah, like around a month or so, I think, or like in Christmas. That was my goal. I am going to get good grades so I can get this game. Um, and my dad ended up giving it to me like a month or so early, before Christmas. And so I was like, yes, I did it. I got to the top. And then I got miserable because everybody else absolutely looked happy even though they didn't have great grades. Like the class clown was still the class clown. Um, yeah, the class clown was still the class clown, and everyone was laughing with him. And even though I had really good grades, I was still like majorly depressed. Like it was bad. Like it was like genuinely not great. Then I started getting envious, and then I started getting depressed. It affected my grades. Um, it was not the best. It was absolutely not the best in terms of anything, to the point to where yes, I did graduate. The problem was that I didn't have the best grades in comparison to the first semester. Like I faltered because I just stopped caring. Um, and yet other people ended up being so happy despite the fact that they did not care about school. Like I was like, I did everything right, and how come I'm still miserable? I was genuinely still miserable. Like I even would try to make jokes and I would still be miserable. um like I tried so hard to like appeal, and then I just felt so left out. I know I did things that I know I did certain things, but still, like, I genuinely felt that I didn't really have, I wasn't happy, you know? I genuinely was not happy with myself, despite the fact that I made everybody else happy. Um, in high school, it got worse. Like, grade 9 it was the worst year of high school because I was majorly depressed, like absolutely majorly. The only like I wouldn't talk to anybody at all in certain classes. I would just like not say a word. Um and I would make friends, sure, but I would just not say a word. And then I got into drama class, and I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on with drama class, but I got to be somebody else on stage. I got to work with other people and all that. And this was just when I wanted to just play sports, because I was always into phys ed. And then for some reason, this drama class just put me on stage. And I remember in my first year, somebody who was popular in high school, or was popular to me, very friendly. His name was Elvis, I think. And he was like, yeah, he was pretty much like, how are you liking the school? And he was older than me. It's like, I'm fine. It's like, do you have anything you want to do? And I'm like, this was a conversation on a bus on our way to our respective homes. I was like, no, I don't have anything. And I was like, I think I like drama. And he's like, why don't you just join the theater club? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't have a ride home. That was pretty much my main issue. I was like, I don't have a ride home. And in hindsight, sometimes I would just walk home. Like my walking from my school to my house was 50 minutes, 50. So I'm like, okay, looking back, I'm like, I actually walked through snow, rain, and boiling hot weather, just to be like, okay, I'm okay with it. And so, drama, like being in a drama class from grade 9, 11, and 12, there was no drama class in grade 10, so it was kind of ruined. And I ended up finally being in a school play. And I got to be surrounded by people who had fun but worked hard in terms of not creating a character, but working as a unit. Everybody was having fun. Like, my best memories in high school were in drama class, like both being with my friends and being in a play, you know? Like, I genuinely enjoyed and I treasure all those memories, just being surrounded by people who are absolutely incredible, you know? Um, yeah, because it actually ended up getting me to figure out what I wanted to do in college, and that was acting. I wanted to act, um, not in movies, but just do theater plays, Just like do different characters, like work with people. And when I actually went to college, I was surrounded by people who would honestly be amazing. Like, they give each other advice. They'd actually be fun. They would be very fun with each other. Everybody was just so balanced with each other. And we all would make references to movies that nobody else, not even our friends in our other respective groups, would get. Like, I have never heard so many people quote Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. I never ever thought I would actually see people or hear so many quotes. You never paid drugs. You never paid for drugs once. Not even once. You know? And yeah, so even though I had depression during that time, I will never forget a lot of those moments with my college campus. Um, yeah, it was yeah, it was absolutely fun. Um, I've lost a few of you at this point, but I'm just doing this for me at this point. So, yeah, that's why I just like straight like I like creating because it's an extension of me. All art is the extension of a person. Um, I like playing bass guitar because it's the extension of me. I like writing because it's the extension of me. I guess that's it. Um, point is, I'm with you. That's not my favorite. That's not my favorite Red Hot Chili Peppers album, but I'll give it to you. Just listening. Thank you, everybody who's still here. Um, I would leave. I'm kidding. I'm very self-deprecating, but that's not saying a lot because I don't know how to do much else. Um, and yet I keep making the same jokes over and over again because I don't know anything else but self-deprecation. It's a vicious circle, to say the least. A very funny one, but not funny because this is self-deprecation. I gotta stop. I gotta stop saying I gotta stop. I gotta stop saying I gotta stop saying I gotta stop saying. Um, but at the end of the day, I'm just me. I just like doing this because it's either that or go to sleep crying, you know? Um, sometimes I sometimes I'd rather just go to sleep crying or cry myself to sleep. You know? I have not been in the best mood a lot of the time. I like entertaining all of you, but sometimes I don't want to. I don't. I was. You thought I was gonna say I don't want to be nice to a whole lot of you. I'm like, you all suck. I'm not like that. I'm just saying that I have some chemical imbalances that I'm still looking to get further into, you know? Um, like I absolutely like seeing other musicians on Twitch play, other trans musicians play. And I see other trans people on Twitch and I'm like, they look so lovely. They absolutely look so amazing. And they're graceful and absolutely amazing. And here's me being like, I wish I could be like that. I'm just this goofy, I'm just kind of this goofy semi bookworm or bookworm who listens to a lot of music. Or music, but, whatever. Um, Sorry, I don't know why I'm licking my lips like I'm the Joker. Some people are like, well, I'm gonna turn you off, I'm just gonna listen to you. And the person I wanted to raid is raiding out. So if I actually raided out 5 minutes ago, it wouldn't have mattered. Because she rated out. And she's a trans streamer, so I'll just give her a shout out. She's also a trans streamer, so I'll give her a shout out as well. If you want to follow her, her name is Ashes of Owls. She's absolutely fantastic. So please go follow her. She's rating out right now, but she's a trans streamer. She plays a lot of Rocksmith. She was playing iRacing. So yeah, go give her a follow. She's super sweet. Um, she absolutely is super sweet. Um, super sweet, super sweet. Where's the tweet? Um, but yeah, like, I know comparison is the death of joy. I was talking about introversion, wasn't I? Yeah, I was talking about introversion all this time. Hold on. I was talking about introversion. Hold on, just let me back it up. So the point is, eventually I just started trying not to be funny. So at my first job, I stopped talking. I started being serious. I started absolutely being serious. Um, I never smiled. I only talked about 10 words, if much. And I worked at the same place for a few years. And my head was just like, okay. So all I did was work and not talk. And it was concerning to, I don't know if it was concerning to some people, like everybody left me alone. And then I stopped eating there. I would eat at home, but I would just stop eating at work. I would just have a bottle of water. The bottle would be in my locker, and that would be it. That would be it. Because I was just in my head a lot. I never actually, um, I never actually had a full conversation with anybody. With the exception of a few times, there were moments, like, there were weeks at a time. There are days at my first job where I would not talk to anyone. Like, I wouldn't talk to anybody at my first job. Um, yeah, I wouldn't talk. And it was fascinating. But it did kind of hurt me. Like, I was introverted like hell. And it was until I just couldn't take it anymore and I quit. Because they didn't listen. But aside, I was not all there. I was not in the best mindset, but still, you know? Um, I was not in the best mindset, but, it's whatever. My head is pretty much like, I'm still kind of an introvert. Sometimes I want to be left alone. Sometimes I want to be left alone. Not all the time, but sometimes. Um, before my friend actually got me to go outside, like I said, Friday nights, I would actually have the house to myself, eat Swiss chalet while I was watching a movie, then go to bed at around 8 or 9. It depends on when the movie ended. And yeah, like that was pretty much like my Friday nights. Um, you know, I didn't even want to go out. I just wanted to like stay home all the time. You know? Excuse me. There, now you smell it, even though I blew into the microphone, where you can only hear it. I should have just blown into the camera. Should not have said it like that, but still. Um, but yeah, no one can change who you are. Do not change who you are for anybody else. I found out about myself a few years ago. Actually, in high school, I found out I was bisexual. And a few years ago, I found out I was gender fluid. And then I found out that I was trans. It takes a while, but I could say to my younger self, don't try it so hard. You cannot, do not try so hard to be like somebody else. Because people can smell phonies. I think. I'm not sure. People can absolutely smell phonies or people who are insincere. Um, yeah, they can absolutely do that. Hence why I wasn't popular in elementary school because I wanted to be popular. I wanted to be the class clown because I wasn't the best basketball player. I wasn't the best phys ed person. I wasn't the smartest. The only thing I could do was read, you know? That's all I could do. And yeah, it was not in the best, you know? Like, it was not me. I tried so hard to be funny that I came across as a child actor in a live action Disney show where, yeah, it would be like me in yeah, it would be like a child actor in a live action Disney show where the person who screams the joke is the funniest, or the one who shouts the joke is the funniest. And I was pretty much like that. Um, and it was very cringe. I would have just told my past self, hey, you could be funny naturally. You don't have to be the class clown. You know? You don't absolutely have to be the class clown. You could just like read and do homework, you know? Um yeah, like you can absolutely read and do homework. And that was it, you know? But sometimes it's hard, you know? Like I'm looking into myself and I get it. You know? I get envious especially on social media. On social media, I absolutely get envious because I see so many people look amazing and I just feel like garbage. You know? It hurts. And, like, I have a fair share of people I want to apologize to. I don't know where the list is, actually. Come to think of it, I don't know where the list is. I had a list of people I want to apologize to. Um, Actually, I took a picture of it on Twitter. Yeah, I actually took a picture of it and put it on Twitter. It's just that it's been a long while. Um, but I forgot because there was the names of people. Like I had a picture of names. Um, I wonder if I gave it to someone or I lent. I did not lend it to anyone. Like I shouldn't have said it like that. I did not lend that to anyone. Like there is no way in hell I'd lend it to absolutely anyone. But yeah, I actually had a list of people I wanted to apologize to. Um, I was just not in the best mindset, you know? The list. Yeah, I had a list of people. I had a list of people who I wanted to apologize to, you know? it was it was not yeah, it was not the best frame of mind, you know? Um the list. Oh, okay, so you do remember the list. That's a whoops, and I apologize. Um for that, I thank you. Yeah, that list. That deep dark list. That dark list. Um but yeah, like I'm just like there are people who I've yet to apologize to because I'm just not there yet. Or I just can't find them anymore. Like I moved on from this, but I actually tried to find somebody who I wanted to apologize to. Um, I wanted to apologize. Um, I wanted to apologize to that person. Yeah. Yeah. There are so many people I want to apologize to, and I hurt. Like I wanted to apologize to somebody, but they blocked me on social media. And then I tried to get somebody who was following them that I wanted to apologize, but I haven't heard back from them. But that was like a year ago, and I haven't heard back from them since. Um, at this point, I stopped really. I extended an olive branch, but I never heard from them again. They blocked me for some reason. I think it was because of the tweets I made, and I wanted to apologize because I don't want to die with regrets. I want to die with a bang, but I don't want to die with regrets. You know? Um, yeah, like, I don't know where that list is. I genuinely don't. But, the reason why I did the list is because I was inspired by My Name is Earl. Actually, no. I watched My Name is Earl, and then I made the list, not knowing about, like, My Name is Earl again. And I think Invisible Girl told me, or like Lampshade is like, hey, this is like the show My Name is Earl. And I'm like, oh yeah, except I'm not going to people in person. I have to go over the internet because everybody's around the globe. And yeah, I'm just not all that great in my head. So I apologize to people who genuinely were fine with me, but I just needed to apologize. Also, I should probably do this. I should probably just say it because I just don't want to leave any stone unturned. To anybody who I've hurt over the past month or year or years, I am very sorry for anything I did. Um, if I hurt you, I apologize. If I said anything that knocked you back, I am sorry. Um, I have excuses for my behavior, but they're not good excuses, and they're weak excuses. I the excuses do not make me a bad person, but they did pretty much curb who I wanted to be. I was envious, I was jealous, I was I was not a good person over those years. Um I'm trying my best every day, but sometimes it's frustrating because I do not like myself. I genuinely don't like myself sometimes because I compare myself to other people and I could just be my own person, but sometimes it just hurts. Um, and it's and I know not everyone is going to like me, but I don't want to go back to that time period when I tried so hard to be like everyone else when I could have just been myself. I myself kind of um like for a long time I wanted to be at the top of YouTube or Twitch. And then it turned out that it was really, really difficult because both platforms are can I just say Both platforms have their flaws, but someone like me is not going to go to the top. I'm no I'm no Willow, you know. I'm absolutely no Willow. Um but I can actually try to be the best streamer I can. I'll try. I'll absolutely try to be, you know, not a role model because if somebody actually does look up to me, I'd be like, I'm scared. Cuz I don't want to be somebody's broken pedestal. Unless they're a Nazi, in which case that's fine, but I don't want to be anybody's broken pedestal. Um, you know? Um, cuz I know a ton of people who have people who they looked up to and then they realize they're just garbage people, you know? Nobody's nice 100% of the time, but you know? But it does hurt. Life is filled with depressing antidotes. But that doesn't mean that all life is. And I want to talk to everyone who I hurt who's not here. Um, at least the people who have not blocked me. Um, don't worry, the stream is only going to be 9 minutes. I just want to get my creative spark again. I don't have a direction with I don't have a complete direction that will make me happy all the time. But I know that this is something that I love doing. I love streaming. Whether it's with one person in chat or by myself or with like a dozen people, streaming is just an outlet that I can do, that I can sit down and just talk and burp. Um, and have silent farts, but I don't do that, as far as anybody knows. Um, God, I don't do fart jokes, do I? But yeah, like I'm surrounded by people who are absolutely the bee's knees, you know? Um, like build me up. Like I'm surrounded by people who can build me up. The worst enemy is me. We can hear them. Yeah, they're ghosts. They're absolute ghosts. But I'm surrounded by people who are uh, absolutely amazing. And you know, it's not a Seinfeld situation where everyone else is making Seinfeld look tolerable. I feel like Conan, where I'm surrounded by people who are just as amazing, and I can be funny with them, or I can talk with them. You know, just because I don't have a major audience doesn't mean I don't have an audience. And just because you stream and nobody else watches you doesn't mean somebody's gonna come across and look at you and think what you're saying is not relatable. There is relation. Relation is a connection. And that connection can lead to inspiration, collaboration, and like inspiration, collaboration, deconstruction, and masturbation. And it is amazing that for all the crap that the internet gets, we could band together and collaborate even if we're not near each other. We can talk, we can share ideas, we can talk. But just because we're not around forever doesn't mean we can't do this for a long time. And I've been doing these streams for about 4 years. About 4 years. And I've only started just chatting streams about 2 years ago or so. Or in 2021. Or 2022, I don't know anymore. Probably 2021, I don't remember, but still, like, I got to watch people who I've gotten to know, chat with, and be inspired by, you know? And every Twitch channel has a uniqueness about them. You know? I have no idea what makes me unique. Because I just talk. I just talk about stuff and things. And it's fine. I'm not okay. But that doesn't mean I can't entertain you. I might not be the most attractive, but, you know, I'm surrounded by... But I do have the riz? No, I don't have the riz. I absolutely don't have the riz. Point is, I'm trying to be myself in front of you, the camera, and everybody else in chat. But yeah, like, sometimes I don't want to be here. Sometimes I'm genuinely not okay. Sometimes I'm freaking out because I don't know what's going to happen to my head. I don't know where the next day is going to take me. But I said the same thing when I was in high school. I genuinely thought I was going to die after high school, but here I am, doing stuff. Here I am, a trans woman with long hair, tattoos, an amazing boyfriend, a good support system, and I'm streaming for an audience that would actually make up part of the first row of a theater. But sometimes that intimate first row and only first row. The real horror is what we do. The real horror is that we do not die. That is existential. Nobody wants to live forever because living forever is not the best. People always say that they want to live forever, but living forever, you'll eventually lose people who you're close to. And I don't want to lose people. I'm going to lose the people who I'm close to eventually. But I know eventually I will see the people I lost. Dying isn't a bad thing unless it happens very quickly. Dying is not the worst. Dying is just another adventure, another life, another aspect of our being. Death isn't the end. Death is near. Death is absolutely everywhere. But it's life. And life has its ups and downs. But at the end, all we have is each other. And for that, that's all I have. I was just pulling stuff out of my ass. I am not one of those like poetic people, so then again I have to go right now. I'm gonna raid out. So everybody, thank you all for coming. Um we are gonna raid the same person as we did before, Eleni Knight. So everybody, thank you all for coming to whatever this was. Um I'll be back here tomorrow, and as always, I'm Kiara Strings. I am a trans woman, and this is the early stream. Thank you, and have a good one.